Guys, what is going on? Happy Thursday to you. We are here. It has been a heck of a day. I have been super busy and just had the opportunity to get on here. What's going on, Travis Thomas, Appalachian RC? What is going on, guys? Craig Bevan, what's up, man? Victor RC Jets, Tim Town. You guys are in here early, man. What is going on? Ken Brantley, what is going on? Man, we got the crew in here. Man, Andy G, what's going on, guys? We're going to be rolling just with me today. Jeff is out on assignment. I say on assignment like it's the news. Jeff is actually on the road right now. He has working. So the man has to work for a living, and he couldn't make it today. But, we've got some good stuff coming up, and we got a lot of good topics to talk about. Unfortunately, I am feeling a slightly bit under the weather, but we're here, dude. We're doing it. And so I tell you, what is new with you guys, man? What is new? What is everybody up to? There's lots of topics that we got to talk about. There are a lot of crazy things going on. We are clearly going to talk about the infamous B2 back there, and we're going to talk about that airplane in detail. And we're going to see what's up, Mike Lindy. What's going on, guys? So don't forget to check out our friends at RaleighHobbyShop.com. They got a full line of RC everything that you want. If your local hobby shop doesn't have it, they can drop ship it to you. And if you want to support the local dudes, help them out. I'm telling you, they're good people over there. If you don't believe me, go by there. Great Scott, what is going on, man? So let's talk about the elephant in the room, right? Let's talk about it. Freewing B2, is it even worth the grass ops and the $700? I know what you guys are thinking. Some of you guys are like, yeah, it is. If you have one and you've flown it, yeah. If you haven't and you're outside looking in and you're just hearing about all the bad things about it, you might pause. If you fly off of grass, honestly, you really need to think about it because if your grass is thick, there's a high likelihood that you're not going to take that thing off. And if you look very closely on the airplane right there, what I did was the main landing gear have 4 wheels on there, right? Well, I went ahead. Oh, man. So you can see exactly, let's crank up the lights a little bit. So you can see exactly what I did. So literally all I did was took 2 wheels off of the sides. And so they're in a line. That literally took away a lot of drag. I was suspecting it had a lot of drag. So, off of grass, it was I got it off, but literally I used every bit of 600 feet of runway. So, Craig, let's see. He says, Bobby, not taking my B2 out of the box as of yet. Dude, it's an awesome flying airplane. It's a wing. If you haven't flown a wing before, this will be fun for you. If you have flown a wing, then it flies exactly like a wing should fly. This one flies differently because it has the gyro in there. So it's awesome. But like I said, if you think you're going to be doing a bunch of, aerobatics and stuff like that, nope. You'll be doing circles, flips, and rolls, I'm sure somebody out there will probably figure out how to get this thing to do something crazy, but the B2 bomber is awesome. And I mean, it's just cool to see. So a lot of people turn their nose up at it. They're like, see, I shouldn't be spending $700 on an airplane and have to fix the gear. But unfortunately, what do you guys think? Is it acceptable to have an airplane like this that you spend that type of money on, that you also got to dump more money on the gear? What do you guys think? Let's see here. Noon says, dropping in at Sun Soccer practice. Have fun, y'all. Hey, thanks for popping in there, Noons. But what do you guys think about that? Because I've heard a lot on the Facebook group from people, and they're talking about like, hey, man, we shouldn't do this. We shouldn't have to do that. But a part of me is like, yeah, I get it. But also, it is a hobby. And so we do this for the guys that like to tinker. It's kind of fun, Let's see. Looks great in the air. Yeah, it does look great in the sky. It's amazing. It looks really, really good and really scale. And let's see. The beauty of this airplane is, guys, is like it'll fly at like 40%, 30% throttle. And so, you would literally be able to like just cruise around. I'm getting crazy flight times out of a 5,000 battery pack. So with mine, because I fly for grass, I'm been flying this with 4,000s and getting like, 3 minutes and 30 seconds up to 4.5 minutes. No problem with flight management. What's going on, Ken Sprouse? Thank you for supporting the channel too, buddy. Let's see. Snow River says, why would you expect to be able to fly it off of grass? Now I'll ask you this, Snow River. Why wouldn't you be able to expect it to fly off of grass? You know? That's the thing. Why would you think it couldn't? So that's the thing. That's a rhetorical question. But for most of the airplanes, that's the way they are. So here's the thing. This is what I did. I got the box today. I went and bought some larger wheels. So these were like, I don't know, $1.99 or something like that. So these are going to be my two front main wheels. And these are 50 millimeters. So they're much larger than the ones that are on there. So that's going to help. They're super light. But like I said, they carry them at Motion RC. Didn't cost a lot of money. What did cost a decent amount of money are the mains. These two mains, man, that light's kind of making it difficult. But yeah, the mains right there. These are actually for the T45, so they are a direct, fit for the retracts. And literally, I'm just gonna roll with some singles on there, man. I mean, honestly, and it's gonna be perfectly fine. But these are for the T45. These are the V2s, and that's what I did in order to get it going, man. Some airplanes I'm willing to go out on a limb for, and some I'm not. But it is what it is. I really enjoy the way the airplane flies. So, and I like to tinker with stuff. I'm not afraid to mess around with it. So, it is what it is. Med Scott says you got to do what you got to do. You're absolutely right, man. You're absolutely right. And it does. Victor is right. It glides forever. It's a wing. So, let's see. Snow says, I don't buy most EDFs and Warbursts because I know my runway wouldn't let it. Yeah, dude. And, Snow River, you bring up a very good point, is like I'm very careful about the airplanes that I get. And I specifically asked if this one would take off on grass on the Motion RC. And the guy said, if it was well manicured, you shouldn't have a problem. Well, ours is very well manicured. And I got it off, but it was very sketchy, to say the least. And you'll see the video. I'm releasing the video tomorrow on the B2, and you can see. I mean, she's rolling to the end of the field and disappears, and then pops up. It's the most unreliable way to do it, but it is what it is. What's going on, Lee Davidson's hangar? Guys, let's see. Ken Sprouse says, I picked up another E-Flight Extra 300 today at my local hobby shop. Dude, those Extra 300s are amazing. I've seen Jeff do things with that airplane. Literally, he took it up, we're going to say 400 feet, and put it in a nosedive, full throttle, and yanked on the elevator, and the thing did not fold up. I couldn't believe it. Craig Bevan, he says, those wheels will fit in the wells. Yes, they will. They absolutely will. Now, the T45 wheels, these guys right here, they're going to take a tiny bit of machine. And I heard that the gear doors will not be very flush, but slight modification, you can get that working. So, but yeah, so, that's what I did. So you guys, I'll put this together and I'll see, and I'll report back to you guys. So, you do it for the love of the hobby, man. And Gray Scott, you're right. It's a modeling hobby. It is. So I like doing it. Let's see. This guy B2s. Yeah, I saw that guy, and I watched his, and I actually talked to him, and I asked him. I said, "Hey, what did you use?" And this is almost the same stuff that he used. It is. It's the same stuff. So I was like, "Let me try it," and he did it, and it took off at half, like like normal. So what's going on, Gooniac? Good to have you in here, man. Rolling solo today, guys. I know you're just popping in here. Jeff is on assignment. He's on the road. That man is working, dude. He is somewhere in Eastern North Carolina. So I tell you what's going on, Jet, man? Good to have you guys in here. So we talked about the B2. We covered that, right? Now, let's talk about one more thing, dude. Let's talk about what I have noticed. Discontinued. This item no longer is available. the Valiant 30cc airplane. I don't know if you guys have even seen the airplane or noticed the airplane, but it's a Hangar 9 plane. It's awesome. Get a chance, jump on a computer real quick, go to Google, put in Hangar 9 Valiant 30cc ARF. It's a 108-inch airplane. Beautiful flying airplane. If you electrify it, it's awesome. It'll do all kinds of aerobatics, and it's discontinued. So just a note for you guys, if you guys like flying Balsa, buy all the Balsa right now while you can, because prices are going to go high. They're going to go up. $399 airplanes are probably going to be $499 airplanes. $499 airplanes are going to go to $599 or more. So it's crazy what the market's doing right now. And trying to source Balsa is very difficult right now. I read a couple of articles. One of the reasons why Balsa is so expensive is because they're using it for the big old windmills. And so, they're getting first dibs on that stuff. So very, very interesting to see, the least. But what do you guys think about that? I mean, is that one of the airplanes that you guys care about or not? I mean, are you guys into the big giant stuff? I mean, I like the giant airplanes. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but I picked up, it came back in stock after being out of stock for, God, man. It's been out of stock for, I don't know, almost 6-7 months, but I got one of the Hangar 9 Tigers 30cc. So I saw it was in stock. I got the notification. I grabbed one. It's at my house and it's going to go, and I'll probably put it together. And I'm on the fence about electrifying it, man. I either want to do electric or gas. Let's see. Anthony G said, Bobby, did you see my Facebook message? I did not. Let me look. What did you send me? And I'll take a look. Oh, there we go. Let's see here. This is RG Vision. Okay, cool. Let's see. Absolutely, dude. Very cool. I absolutely will. I appreciate that. But yeah, so it's one of those things where if you got Balsa planes, man, go ahead and get them while you can, because they are so scarce. And foam is taking over. I mean, the price point on foam is good, and they can make a decent profit off of it. So, I got a plane that's going to be coming up that we got just recently. It's going to be the new Hangar 9. It's not new, but it's the Hangar 9 1.5 meter Mustang. And I'm not a big fan of Mustangs. Are you guys fans of Mustangs? Because, I've had so many. It's kind of like, when you think of a remote control airplane, everybody runs out and gets the Mustangs, right? And I like the P-47s, but I flew for the first time the Mustang. It wasn't my airplane, but I flew it really quickly, and that's a nice flying airplane, man. That 1.5 is nice. And according to not Hangar 9, but Horizon Hobby, the thing does 80 plus miles an hour. It seemed fairly okay on speed, but it didn't seem fast. But yeah, I was surprised. Oh, Tim, thank you, man. I appreciate that, dude. I really appreciate that. It is kind of tough keeping the channel going, man, at sometimes, and so the $10 and things like that, man, me and Jeff, we put that stuff to good use. So we really do appreciate that, and we appreciate all the support that you guys give the channel. That's awesome. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. But let's see. Ken Sprouse says, I'm trying to find a windshield canopy for my Hangar 9 Timber 110 discontinued. Yeah. And so, now that we have an affiliation with Horizon Hobby, I like to ask these questions to those guys, like, what's going on? So maybe we can get a little bit more information, and we can relay that information to you guys. So you're kind of in the loop as well, because, it kind of makes you feel kind of funny about buying an airplane and getting it, and then realizing that there's no parts, it's going to be discontinued, and and then it's going to be extremely difficult. So that's one of the things that we are me and Jeff like to bring to you guys, a little bit of clarity on some of those details. It's crazy. But that the P-51, the E-flite P-51, I can't wait to fly that thing. And who can guess what airplane I got in the cock in the corner over there, cocked to the side? Let's see. He said that would be awesome, Bobby. Yeah, man. We're all about bringing some clarity, to the channel. It's no secrets or anything like that. I think those guys should be super transparent. Lee Davidson Hanger says I posted my 1910th video today. Good God, man. That's more videos than one can even look at. That is a lot of videos. Good grief. Well, hats off to you, man, for posting those videos. You are recording more than I am. Hey, Joseph, learn how to fly it. That's funny. What's going on, Joseph Dale? He says, hey, guys, what's up this week? Man, we are talking about some good stuff here, and we're just kicking out the information. Oh, Medscock said it's a Yak. Yep. Anthony G said it's a Yak 130. It absolutely is. I can't wait to fly that. That is the FMS Yak 130. And I heard nothing but good things about it. I heard it's a very quick airplane, 70 millimeters. So I'm excited about getting that one up in the air. Like I said, we've always got some cool stuff in the mix to review. And I'll be honest with you, I have been absolutely lazy, man. I have just been dead tired from work and doing daddy duties and holding down the fort while my wife is on the mend. And dude, I have not had a chance to edit quite a few videos, but we've got a ton of them in the shuck. But we're going to release the B2 probably this weekend. And I've got another video that's coming out today that's a different. This one's a big airplane. We got a 50%er that's going to be on there. What's going on, Zach Marshall? What's going on? I haven't heard from you in a while. He says, where's Jeffrey? Jeff is on assignment, dude. Jeff is on the road right now as we speak. That man is driving towards, I believe, ECU, Greenville. And I think that's where he's going to be. That's Eastern North Carolina. And it's probably about an hour and some change out. So Snow River said, I like that Yak. Yeah, man. I've watched a couple of videos of the Yak. Awesome flying airplane. And I wish Jeff was here tonight because I was going to razz him on what happened with the arrows, that little arrows Bayhawk, man. So, we'll talk about that too here shortly. That P-51 is a great flying plane, but the gear sucks. Replaced mine for the third time and sold it. Ken, I'm like, I did that same thing with my V 1200. For some reason, that gear on there, man, they are so easy to bend and break. It really makes the airplane not fun when you have to keep every time you fly it. You got to spend money on it. And I looked at those airplanes; they got really good retracts on there too. So I'm hoping mine holds up a little bit better. I'm not sure, but it is what it is. What's going on, John Patterson? Welcome, man. It's good to have you guys in here. But we're covering that kind of thing. We're talking about that. We talked about the discontinued, Valiant 30cc, and it makes me nervous because I'm like, man, they're killing off all the the nice big Balsa planes. But like I said, hopefully when they take something away, they bring something in. So we'll talk about that. Let's also talk about boom, the X-Fly J65. I got a chance to fly it. We got a video of that thing. Jeff made his, got it in, and I flew the J65 and I flew my PJ50, and I am happy to report it is my opinion that they fly absolutely identical. I can't tell a difference in power or anything. They fly absolutely identical. And they're just great flying airplanes. And we flew his without the gyro. He didn't put the gyro in it. It doesn't really need a gyro. The gyro is just going to make it fly even better. But X-Fly came out with a really nice product. And it's got a lot of nice features on there. A lot. I was really impressed. What do you guys think about it, man? Are you guys tired of hearing about the J65? Are you tired of hearing about the B2? Because if you are, I am too. So that's why I was like, man, let's talk about some other stuff. But those things hit the market hot and heavy, and they went wild. They went absolutely wild. So I thought that was pretty neat. Let's see. Joseph Dale says, "Hey, Snow, not doing too bad. I have 16 flights on my Bigfoot and all but 3 greasy landings. That Bigfoot's a nice plane. What's going on, Richard Webb? Some of you guys that are in here, I need to slide over here and give you guys wrenches. You know, let's see here. Let's see. Anthony G, I watched that video, by the way. It's pretty good. And where you're flying, dude, you're out there in the middle of nowhere. It looks nice. And guys, if you want to see the video that we're talking about, I'll post that right there. The link to it, and you can watch his video. Boom. Hope you don't mind. There it is. Boom. Let's see. But how does the EDF sound? Which EDF are you talking about? Which one, Med Scott? What is going on? Gary Gasser, what's going on? Gary said, I picked up an E-Flight F-18 at a swap meet, new in the box. I had to make a mod on the elevators or they would have failed. Waiting on the afterburner before I fly. I will tell you this, that E-Flight FA-18 is an awesome flying airplane. Jeff has one and it will not die. It is the toughest airplane. And to be honest with you, I was going to ask you guys about this. Jeff was like, I think it's time for us to retire the airplane. And I said, okay, we can retire the airplane. So I said, how do you want to do it? He's like, I think we need to put it into the ground, man. And I said, what? And he said, yeah, I think he's like, let's crash it. Let's retire the airplane. And I was like, I don't know, man. I said, people are going to complain about that. I said, dude, we're going to catch flack that we're wasting a good airplane. But Jeff was like, I know. He said, but man, we need to retire it let it go out with a big bang. So we're going to retire that FA-18, guys, and we're going to put it into the earth. And it's had a good life. I mean, it's the most ugliest airplane EDF that you've probably seen, but it flies and it will not die. So Jeff is going to kill the airplane. What do you guys think about that, man? Is that airplane abuse? I mean, honestly, is it airplane abuse? Let's see. 7 new jets. Great Scott. Nice. Hey, what's going on? Truth Still Matters. Good to have you in here. He's asking a question. He says, HSD Jet Cessna 182 or the E-Flight Cessna 150? Ooh, that's pretty tough. What's going on, Jeremy Krotz? I'll tell you this. I would probably go with the E-Flight Cessna 150. Why? Because parts. You will have a steady flow of parts should you need them. And it'll probably be in production longer than the HSD Jet Cessna 182. I don't know. What do you guys think? You cue into that. But I just know, man, I'm big on having parts and availability. And, you know, I'm not saying anything bad about HSD Jets, but I've heard that it's they're trying to get parts, and having parts are hard, and getting in contact with people are a little difficult. So I don't know if things have changed. But to my knowledge, I would just go with E-Flight. Horizon Hobby, they do a good job, if you like them or not. Their customer service is awesome. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. So that's what I say, Truth. That's what it is, man. Jackson RC Aviation, what's going on, brother? Anthony G says, so save the $50 with the X-Fly. I mean, honestly, yeah. Yeah. I'm a Motion RC guy. The only thing is with the X-Fly, and I was telling Jeff this, that parts availability with Motion RC, they have longevity in the parts. You don't have to worry about that. So that's why I went with Motion RC. The X-Fly does look better, I will say. I mean, it looks better, but I go for the parts. It is what it is. What's going on, Jeremy Krotz? I see that Mustang you got right there, dude. Oh, that thing's got a 5.0 in that thing. But yeah, Med Scott, you believe it, dude. Me and Jeff talked about that. We're like, we have to do a J65 versus the PJ50 and see which one's faster. And that's what we're going to do. What's going on, Fly Right? Good to have you guys in here. Prop Lord, what's going on, man? Over there working out those FPV drones. I see you, dude. I've been following you. I pay attention to pretty much everything. Let's see. Mr. Howard says Seagull Models is bringing to market some new Balsa models. The Tiger seems to be coming from them in Vietnam. Yeah, dude, I've got that Tiger. I love that plane. It's a super no frills airplane. It's nothing special, but it's big and it flies good. And I mean, why not? Why not? And look, it's selling for $399 still, you know? That's $399 for a big giant scale balsa plane. It doesn't get any better than that. You know, so if you guys are thinking about getting into giant scale and you're tired of the foam and denting up your airplanes, go grab one of those airplanes, man. To be honest with you, I probably should have put a link in there. But, you know, I'm not trying to sell any airplanes, but I will tell you guys all day long about a good flying one. Let's see. He says, I fly the heck out of my E-Flight F-18. Dude, that F-18 is amazing. It's an amazing flyer. Mr. Oscar, what's going on, dude? He says, great. He said, both are great jets. Buy whatever you prefer. But the X-Fly, to me, is better for transport and field assembly. Michael, you're absolutely right. I'm going to agree with you on that one because, look, they're little awkward airplanes to put together. And the way the lights go in there is much better. I will say with the X-Fly. And, you know, I love the Motion RC, but it's got 2 wires that you got to plug in for the lights. And it's hard to get into. It's a little problematic. But, you know, I love it, man. But you're absolutely right. Get what you want because they're basically the same airplane. One looks better than the other. One might be a little bit longer. It's up for debate. But I flew both of them side by side, and they literally flew identical. I could not tell any difference. I will tell you this, too, by the way. If you're thinking about any of those, the PJ50 or the J65, those are not windy day airplanes. I will go ahead and tell you. Go ahead and save yourself the heartache and the money. Do not fly that thing in anything more than 10 to 12 mile an hour winds. Jeff was coming in for a good landing, he told me, and he was all leveled out, and the wind came up and said, boom, and flipped his airplane over, and he received a little damage to the gear. Nothing major, but again, you know, not a windy day airplane. And I flew that airplane in wind, and I was super uncomfortable. Super uncomfortable, you know? Andy G says, I've done that to my F-18. Not as fun as you would think. Yeah, you know? So it just is what it is. What's going on? Let's RC. What is going on, man? Good to have you in the house. Let's see that. Let's see. Jeremy said, don't do that. Bad karma. It is bad karma, isn't it? Snow River said, at least cat it in the gasoline, light it on fire first. You know, yeah, Jeff wants to take the airplane and retire it, man, and stuff it straight into the earth. And I'm like, dude, we're gonna tear up a really nice flying airplane, but dude, that's what he wants to do. I can't control the guy, and I'm not gonna try. It's Jeff, you know, he's gonna have a good time, whatever we do. Let's see, which one of the private jets EDF sound better? That's a good question. Man, to be honest with you, they sound identical. I will say I believe that the Motion RC one was a smidge faster, just a smidge faster. And we actually put GPS in them. I'm not going to tell you what the speeds were, but they're not slow. Well, you guys saw I did the speed trial on mine. I think the thing was doing over was like 115, 119 miles an hour. It's not slow. So, but they both sound really good. I noticed Jeff's got off the ground a little quicker than mine did. I think he has more thrust. I have more top end. LJ Hobby Life, what is going on, dude? What is going on? Long time no see, man. I was thinking about you the other day, LJ. LJ is all into the electric bikes and the electric planes. He has LJ Hobby Life on his YouTube channel. I was watching some of his stuff, man. I was trying to get caught up. I like it, man. Jackson RC Aviation, I frequent your channel too. Flyrate RC's been churning out some pretty good videos. He had a video of a 60cc Hangar 9 that just came out, Corsair. I looked at that. Cessna 150, I still kick my butt for selling mine. Yeah, dude, you know, I'm telling you, it is what it is. In the good airplanes, when you sell them, you know you messed up. That's the funny thing. You know you messed up when you sell them because you're like, I shouldn't have done that. Let's see, Ken Sprouse says I have 2 of them. If you want another E-Flight F-18, one for parts, and the other one is on its last leg. Yeah. And you know, the funny thing is I have never owned an FA-18, and I'm going to get a FMS 70 millimeter FA-18 for to do a speed trial on and to do a flight review on it because it's a smaller airplane and I think it will be really nice. I mean, what do you guys think? Mike Metz says, don't crash, no need for parts, but I still prefer E-Flight every day. I just prefer E-Flight, you guys. They're really good, you know? Let's see. Joseph Dale says, I just received my HSD 182. I haven't put it together yet, but I think Bobby's probably right. Just don't crash, LOL, meaning parts availability is skim. Yes, it's beautiful. Cessna much nicer than anything else, I think. It's a beautiful plane. By the way, if you're thinking about a Cessna, don't overlook what is they make the RV8. Oh boy. Um Jeez, and they make a Python, a little Mamba. It's a foamy. What is that company name? Flex Innovations. Those guys. Check them out too. Truth, if you're on the fence thinking about it. Ken Sprouse says almost 40 guys in here. Let's. Oh yeah, that's right, guys. Hey, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I said like and subscribe. I'm so used to saying that. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. How about that? Certainly appreciate it. Yeah, man. Certainly appreciate that. It makes the analytics on YouTube say, hey, people are watching that guy, and it helps the channel grow. And this channel, I remember when me and Jeff first started out, we literally had 6 people into this channel. We started out with 6, and, we were happy with 6. We were like, man. And now, the channel on average hits around 40-ish. So we're very happy about that. We certainly appreciate you guys tuning into us every Thursday. We hope that you guys have a good time and we bring something of value. You know what I mean? And we also shoot the bull and act crazy on here and act stupid, which we all enjoy. Let's see. And we're honest about it. That's the thing. Tim Tout said the T1 Hawk requires 2 boxes. It's huge. By the way, he just bought one. It's really nice. And he's going to turbinize that thing. Came with lights and servos. It's not the Mini for sure. The man has a nice taste for the planes. Taste of the Resistance. Jackson RC Aviation says the X-Fly Series hauls the mail. Dude, that is one airplane that I've been wanting to test, that I've been wanting to review, and I have not done it. What is wrong with me? If you guys have one and y'all want me to review it, send it. I will do it. I need to get off the lazy bus and go do it. Life's been tough. What's going on, Jeff's Custom RC? What's going on, man? Dude, I have been out of pocket, man. I have missed your show, and I feel bad about it because I like tuning into it. So if you haven't seen me, Jeff, dude, you know that things are pretty sporty in the background over here at the house. And still, my wife has a broken ankle, so I'm holding the fort down. But we got 2 more weeks, and hopefully we go back to this normal scheduled programming, right? Hopefully. Great Scott says, Bobby, what do you think of the X-Fly SU-27? That's a very good question. What do I think about it? I think it's going to be a pretty cool little airplane, man, to be honest with you. They're putting the, twin 50 millimeters are producing a lot of power, man. And X-Fly has been doing a really good job. If you guys are interested in looking at a really decent sized airplane that has a lot of punch, I mean the thing is running off of twin 50 millimeter 12 blade EDFs in there, and it's a really nice airplane, and it runs off of 4S. It'll run off of what a 2200 or a 3300 milliamp, so very affordable, very easy to fly, but it's a good looking airplane. And I'll pull up some specs on it right here while we're talking about it. Da 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 da. Here we go. And so you guys can see what I'm talking about. We're gonna share the screen. How about that? Share the screen. Boom. So what we're talking about is we're talking about this little X-Fly right here. This little guy. It's looking all cute and stuff like that. It's one of the finest combat aircraft of its kind. That might be true, but I will say that Ukraine has been pretty nasty about knocking them things out of the sky. But let's see, we won't talk about that. The Sequoia SU-27 is a very nice airplane. It's got the new X-Fly SU-27 50 millimeter EDF. It's a nice looking airplane. Like I said before, it's got twin 12 blades, 50 millimeters, 40 amp ESCs. Runs off of one 4S 22 to 3000. I wonder what kind of flight times you get on that thing, right? I mean, you got 2 of them in there. Okay, so look, they dumped the information on you. The wingspan's 29 inches, 45 inches long. It's got 14.7, square inches. That's not bad. That's actually pretty decent. And it's got 4,600 brushless in runners. Dude, that's a powerhouse. In 3 to 6 minutes is what they say. I think that 6 minutes might be a stretch if you're just putting around, but there you go. There you have it. You know? So not a lot of parts right there, but it seems pretty decent. And I love how they lay out all the information right there and you can see everything. So I think that's pretty cool. And everybody know those X-Fly ducted fan units, they're legit, man. They are very, very good. Now, the question is, do you like the Ukrainian camouflage or do you like the one on the right? Magnetic nose. Dude, I love how they break it down, man. Steerable landing gear. I can see people taking those gear off and chucking that thing. And the compartment fix. Okay, it's got plenty of room inside of there. I love how they're doing the EC5 connectors. Nice ball link. I will say that's a decent size airplane. You can really toss and boss that bad boy around. So there you have it. It's not a bad looking plane. It's not bad at all. So that's great, Scott. That's a good question, man. So I like the plane. I wonder how it flies. And the price point's like 200 and some change. Not bad. Not bad. I appreciate you bringing that up. That's a very good airplane to look at, I think. I have two Cessna 150s. One's a tail dragger. One is on floats. Andy G said the FMS F-18 is a good flyer. Okay. I heard that too, and I heard it was fast. So, I want to try it out. Jeff's Customs RC said, "Where's Jeff? Jeff is on assignment, man. He's out he's working. That man is working. So, we'll have to try to catch up with Jeff and see what he's doing. But yeah, he's working. He's working hard. And he said he felt kind of bad not be able to make it, but it is what it is. Jeremy Krotz, what's going on? He's got that flex innovation. Let's see. Jetman says, I've not heard much good things about the E-Flight FA-18. I've heard that thing is a little shaky all over the place. Let's see. Jeff's Custom says, okay. Thanks, Med Scott. He says he was in Greenville last night. Yeah, he was. Man, he's been all over the place, dude. They've been having him work in Greenville, hauling some loads quite often lately. So, Mike Metz says, I hear the 80 millimeter FMS in-runner is awesome. It is. I've got one over here. And, dude, it's a powerhouse, man. It's not bad. He says it has 30 millimeter versus 32, so more torque. Bingo. Let's see here. What is going on? Anthony G says, there's a Chinese company that makes an AL-37 knockoff that runs on twin 50s. And you get 45 minutes on a 2200. Oh, man, that's interesting. I wonder what company that is. By the way, me and Jeff, we actually Jeff flew the AL-37 and the thing was screaming. I mean, it was hauling the mail. I kid you not. That thing was going ballistic. Gary Vale says, I picked up the X-Fly Tasman. It's a very good quality kit. Yeah, man. See, you guys are getting it. Y'all are definitely getting it. Let's see. Hamilton's Hangar, what's going on? He says it's probably light if they're calling it for 6 minutes. Yeah, dude. That thing's got to be super duper light. And I wonder how it handles. I bet the thing gets blown all over the place, Ken Sprout says, my wife just subscribed to the channel. But hey, I appreciate that, guys. I really appreciate you guys, like I said, subscribing to the channel and helping us along because, dude, we do this, out of pure fun. We enjoy doing it. We love having a conversation. We love getting you guys involved into our, our shenanigans. And, man, it's just fun, Every Thursday night, we look forward to doing this and talking to you guys and bringing the good stuff, right? So, by the way, while we're talking about stuff, I was talking about this, I guess, with a coworker of mine, and he was like, dude, he said, you guys should talk about the hardest colors to see in the air. Like, what is the hardest colors to see in the air? Like, what do you guys think? I know they get that camo gray, but I also have what is that thing? What kind of airplane is that? I don't know. It's one of those airplanes that is like that OD green. And man, that thing's hard to see. It's difficult to see, actually. Well, what do you guys think about that? Let's see here. We'll take a look here. Oh, what's going on, Lyndon Stewart? Crash Test Dummy RC says I made in the Ares F-15 today. Flies amazing and looks good. Flight time is meh, but it's all right. Anthony G says XRP is the brand. Okay. Cool, Anthony. I appreciate that. I have to find out. Jeff's Custom says gray is the hardest to see. Hamilton said black. I would agree, dude. Black's got to be difficult. Or blue. I don't understand, and I do understand, but that, that military light gray, that OD gray, I guess you could not OD, but that gray and the light blue, man, that stuff is hard on the eyes to see, especially when you're out there. You know, if you're far away, you're pretty much you're in bad shape. Jeremy Crotch says white on a cloudy day. Yeah, nothing worse than a white airplane on a cloudy day. You might as well hang it up. It's been pretty crazy. That's right, Jeff. You're talking about the F4. Bingo. The F4 is the one that is that camo green. That sucker's hard to see, man. Jeff's Custom says that F4 from Freewing will cloak on you in a heartbeat. I believe it. Another difficult airplane to fly is that B2 at a distance, man. It will mess with your brain. Have any of you guys that have the B2, have y'all noticed that, like, if you get that sucker out there, you really got to pay attention, man. That thing will make you crash. It's pretty sketchy. Richard Mills says, question: how are you guys installing a receiver in foam planes? That's a good question, guys. How are you guys installing receivers in foam planes? I do mine typically with sticky double-sided sticky tape, because I'm always buying airplanes and trade them out. I normally pull them out, and I'll do that, or I'll do Velcro. Velcro is a really good way to do, but that double-sided sticky tape, like Jeff's Custom said, is the key, man. That is the key. What do you guys use for that? That's a very good question. Now, if you're using the AS3X, now what are you guys using? Because nothing's worse when you get that jitter, because you got a little vibration going on in that airplane. By the way, we've got 40 people viewing right now. Don't forget to click that thumbs up button, man. That's awesome. Let's see here. Michael Ruska says, hi, Jeff. Let's see. Gary Vell says, love the yellow T28. That T28's nice. I'm not even going to lie. Snow River Park says the Consendo just disappears. It does, by the way. That Consendo is so thin, it just sliced right through the air. I mean, it cuts. You're absolutely right about that. That Consendo's that's a dirty Diana, man, right there. You got to pay attention to that thing. Jackson RVA Shades said, have a great week early today and tomorrow. Let's see. Mike Metz says double-sided sticky tape and caulking. Jeff uses the 3M tape. Jeff, that's some good stuff, man. I use that stuff too. You can bet on that 3M tape for sure. Andy G uses the double-sided sticky tape. So guys, that's it. Double-sided sticky tape or the Velcro, and I use the Home Depot or Lowe's. I use that extreme Velcro. I mean, you can hold up like 10 pounds with that thing. It's not going anywhere. Paul Ballard, what's going on, man? Good seeing you, brother. Great Scott. What's going on, TJ? We got TJ in the house. He says, you should have brought me on, Bobby. TJ, I still can, dude. I still can. I can send you a link and get you into this thing. Dude, I was thinking about you earlier today, man, but yeah, I can never keep up with you. You're always on the road. TJ is one of those guys that's hard to keep up with. That man stays on the road. Matt Scott says, away from battery and Velcro. Yeah, I would agree. Velcro jitters are too much. Velcro jitters will make you crash. And I do love the Consendo, to be honest with you. That's just a great flying airplane. That thing is fast, too. And for what it is, I mean, it's a pretty safe bet. Paul Ballard says, if you're using Safe RX, absolutely use double-sided tape. Yeah, you're right about that, dude. That can just be disastrous. I could see that going south quickly. Let's see here. Mike Met says, like a warbird and a glider got together. Yeah, man. It's like a warbird and a glider got together and had a legitimate child. That's literally what that is. That thing is fast as could be, and it glides for days. If they made one of those airplanes that was scaled out a little bigger and they made it kind of out of like, I don't know, like almost some type of thin fiberglass, dude, that would be a rocket of an airplane because it's already fast. I mean, what do you guys think? Jeff's Custom RC says, check out the new Night Tundra from Hobby King, fellas. Great flying. Jeff, I saw the commercial for that Hobby King Night Tundra. That looks pretty cool. I know it's going to be a good airplane because you can't go wrong with the Tundra, and you certainly can't go wrong with the Night Tundra. I'm telling you, awesome, awesome, awesome airplane. I was actually surprised about that too. What's going on, Snipe Dog RC? He says he's up in here. He says loves the show. We certainly appreciate you, man. We certainly appreciate you coming in there and shooting the bull with us. We certainly appreciate that. He said he loves the show. We certainly appreciate you, dudes. Let's see. Anthony G says 3M, no knockoff stuff. He's talking. He's talking from experience. Yeah, you can't get that cheap stuff. Sometimes it just doesn't pay to get the cheap stuff. Try to save a buck and end up spending like $5 on some stuff that you should have just spent. Got some good quality stuff. Snow River Park says I use the dollar store double-sided foam tape. Yeah, man, there's nothing wrong with that stuff. I mean, as long as it does its job and it holds it, you don't need that 3M. I'm bad for it, guys. I go and get the 3M, that 15-pound tape, and I put it on an airplane, and I'm done flying it, getting ready to go and put it in another airplane, and I'm in there like fighting to pull it out, and I'm like, why do I do this? But I should know better. Hey, you can't sleep on the dollar store stuff too, guys. That stuff is the same stuff. It's just cheaper. Prop Lord FPV says, I just sit in the planes. He said, I guess you do. Just sits in them, man. He's like, I'm not about that flying stuff. I'm going to get in it. Jeff's Custom watched your channel. Let's see your let's see your YouTube vid last night. Like the lights, man. I missed the video, dude. I didn't even see it. I told you I was out of pocket, man. I've been so busy with work related stuff. It has been not fun. I've been adulting all week. Put it that way. I get tired of adulting. Let's see. Prop Lord FPV. He says he's punching out. The Magnus is a fiberglass Consindo. Okay. I was wondering about that. He said it's awesome. He said that airplane was awesome. He saw it too. Man, I really do think that's an awesome airplane. Do they have a lot of lights in it? I really need to go in there and look at it. Let's see here. Consindo with lights should be next on the list for E-Flight. Yeah, dude. That would be a really good airplane. What do you guys think about that? You can't go wrong with that. Let's see. Mike Metz says he agrees with Ken. They need to lighten up the Turbo Timber Evo, not the light. Yeah, the Night X, the Night Timber. Man, I didn't really like it that much. It was a weird flying airplane. It just was all over the place. Didn't you all feel like it was kind of unstable? I don't know. Going to be installing Spectrum 8 channel with an AS3X with safe and telemetry receiver. Man, what do you guys think about this? You think I should get the telemetry receiver with the GPS on there just to see? People have asked me, they're like, man, why don't you just go get the GPS unit? It'll be easier for you to do speed trials. And I'm like, it's boring though. You're just, you're in there and you listen to it spout off, the speeds. That's kind of boring, man. It's not as fun as, me and Jeff doing the speed trials and we're out there, risking it all out there trying to get a speed trial. It's crazy. I don't know. We were having fun. The Magnus, man, I'm gonna have to check that Magnus out. That thing seems like the ticket. Kid Sprout says, I'm with you there, Mike. I haven't purchased a Turbo Evo because I know the day I buy one, they'll release a night version. That does seem like typical, right? Let's see. Jeff's Custom says that thing is loaded with LED lights, guys. He said that thing is packed, chock full of LED lights. Gonna be awesome. Let's see. Mr. Howard says, I use the 3M heavy duty mountain tape. You can't go wrong with that. I'm telling you. Jeff's Custom says, here it is, guys. That Hobby King. Yeah, let's pull that up. Let's talk about it. We're going to talk about the Hobby King Durafly Night Monster. What do you guys think about it? Here we go. Hobby King. What's going on here? Oh, boy. There we go. Jeez, man, that thing was moving slow as molasses. Let's see. That's a Southern thing to say. That thing's slow as molasses. That is so Southern. I love it. Let's see here. You guys even know what molasses is? Not insulting anybody's intelligence, but that's a big thing around here. I don't know if you guys know that, but us Southern boys, man, we love some molasses and biscuits. That is a meal. You're like, ugh, what is that? It's delicious. That's what it is. All right. I love it. Okay, cool. So here we go. Here is the night Tundra. And we're gonna take a look at that. Let's take a look, boys and girls, and y'all tell me what your thoughts are. I think that thing's pretty cool. Let's see. I'm gonna share my screen with you boys. Share the screen, and boom, here we go. Nice. There we go. So what do you guys think? Here it is. So you've got the Deerfly Night Timber Stole Plane. 269.99 bucks, man. That's not bad. That's what you want. Check out the pictures, guys. It actually looks pretty good. And at nighttime, man, that thing just as bright as could be. That's pretty cool. I think I like it. What do y'all think about that? That thing's got a boatload of lights. Now, does this have the ability for the lights to twinkle and pulse and everything like that? Looks like it's a super bright LED lighting system for twilight and night flying. Comes with a 2-piece wing. It's got dedicated wing connectors. It runs off a 3S LiPo, and it's offering near vertical performance. The airplane's awesome. Bush style landing gear, barn door style flaps, 110% Stoli. It's a Stole plane, my friends. That is an awesome plane. And the price isn't that bad. What do y'all think about that? Is the price that bad? But that's a nice looking airplane, man. And that's one that you can, really have a good time with. Check that out. There's the box, there's the parts. I mean, Hobby King is coming out with some really good stuff, guys. And for the price point on that airplane, $269, man, that's becoming really foreign these days, It's becoming really, really difficult to find an airplane at that price point. So, what do you guys think? There you have it. Let's see if we can we find a video of it. Oh, well, there we go. We got a video of Stuart.
And then full flaps.
Check it out.
Away she goes. Look at that. Woo!
Nice. Sounds like he's got like some Snoop Dogg music playing on that thing. Like some Dr. Dre. That is some Dr. Dre. I'm kidding. I mean, that's pretty cool. That looks really nice. That's bright as could be, man. By the way,
as I pan in from the setting sun, a very warm welcome on this beautiful summer's evening to give you something that I've been waiting to
check it out,
to reveal to you guys for actually a very long time. It's the Durafly Night Tundra.
That's cool.
Little bit of history. Way back in around 2016, we first hit upon this idea. And then for a few years, pretty much nothing happened to it for one reason or another.
All right, we got to move through that. Sorry, Stuart.
Really
I'm not much for the talking. I'm much for the action. You're doing a good job, though. Check that out. Let's see how it takes off. It's got plenty of power.
Sorry, I'm in the way of the camera. We do have an onboard underneath there.
It's got a camera on the bottom of it, so cool. Some people are funny. I know Jeff was funny about the foam wheels. He didn't like the little foam wheels, but they're super practical, man, and they work. Now, if you're flying off of some type of paved runway, I think it's going to eat those little foam wheels all to pieces, but it is what it is.
There we go.
Keeps the prices low.
That's what the tone.
All right, there it is.
Now's the sun setting those lights.
It's doing its thing. Very nice. Man, look how bright that thing is.
The wind has dropped nicely to the top of the grass. All right. So I'm going to bring it into land.
Kind of looks like a UFO. And there you have it, boys and girls. Boom. And there you have it. That's kind of cool. So that looks pretty good. So what do you guys think about that, huh? Let's see. What do y'all think about that? Jeff, drop your link in there, brother. Drop that link in there, man. What do y'all think about that? I think that's pretty cool. Let's see here. There we go. All right. Yeah, I think that thing's pretty cool, man. I honestly think that's a pretty cool looking airplane. Ken Sproul says Flex Innovations RV8 10E is the best flying night flight. Oh, absolutely. I love a RV8. I do. Med Scott said, did you see the new fiery booty Ray put out? No, Med Scott. What fiery booty did he put out? I need to know, man. Inquiring minds need to know. I need to find out. Jeff, you're right, dude. It is actually pretty beautiful, man, at night. It's way too much money. Costs you $100 more for $3 worth of lighting. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying, dude. It is what it is. Let's see. It's way too much money. Costs You $100 more for $3 worth of lighting. Yeah, them LEDs, I guess they could be kind of pricey, I guess. Let's see, sweet potato biscuits and molasses, man. We're talking about some good old-fashioned Southern food. I know, you guys, maybe you guys from the West Coast, I don't know too much about that, but I'm telling you, that's some good stuff. That'll stick to your ribs. Looks and flies amazingly for the price. It's a great summer plane. That's good. Let's see. Jeff knows what I'm talking about. He says has flash marker light, and it really is good. Richard Reb says they even have a port starboard light in the correct location. So they're doing the right thing, man. They done the research. You can't be mad at that. By the way, let me here. Let me hand you guys some wrenches out real quick. Let's see what we can do since we got you guys over here. All right, I'm gonna mute myself. We've got some new guys in the channel. Tim Tout, I can't believe you don't even have a wrench, dude. I'm giving you a wrench. Let's see who else is in here that doesn't have a wrench. That should have a wrench. Let's see here. Richard Mueller, you've got a wrench. Mike Metz, you already had a wrench. Let's see here. I got quite a few people in here, man. Jeez, it's pretty cool. But I'm telling you, man, it's pretty decent airplane. It's not bad at all, for the money, for what you're getting. It's a lot of airplane, but I'm telling you, it's really tough these days to get an airplane that's at cost or that's very efficient. Let's see. Richard Mueller says, "Will servo tape work on those expensive Spectrum receivers for installing?" I don't see why it wouldn't. I don't see why it wouldn't. I always give it the old, shake really well. I'll make sure that sucker's in there snug as a bug in a rug. Which reminds me that, Spectrum airplanes, when they come in with their receivers, they use some type of glue. And I don't know, it's not Elmer's glue, but it's some type of white glue that's very sticky. And they glue that receiver straight down to it. And they never have to worry about that thing coming out. You have to fight just to pull the thing out. GB Linden's video is good. Where is GB anyway? Where's that guy? Let's see here. Jeff says you can get the rubber wheels for it as well. Absolutely. Like I said, they're keeping costs nice and low. People complain about stuff like that, but you'd be surprised how much money they spend on just rubber wheels or plastic wheels. Andy G says only fair given E-Flight came out with the Timber after the Tundra was released, so only right the Night Tundra comes out after the Night Timber, right? There should be a flow. There should be a flow of order of parts coming in, I guess. Grace Stott said he just bought the Grand Tundra and he loves it. I want one too. I don't have that one. And man, I've watched that thing fly. I really want the twin propeller airplane, man. I love that thing. And guys, if you have not gotten the Albatross by now, Jeff's Customs RC will tell you that airplane is awesome. That is an awesome flying airplane. And the power that it packs is bar none. I mean, it's a fun flying airplane. It's more fun on the grass. Jeff, don't you think so? I mean, what do you think about flying that thing on the grass? It's equally fun. Paul Ballard, he says, just what we need, another Tundra. Can we get lights and install them in your Tundra and have a night party? Yeah, I guess so. I guess you could. Here's the thing, and I don't know about you guys, but I was so burnt out on stole planes, right? Like, had it up to here on stole planes. Don't want to see it. So tired of it. I'm bored with it. But guess what? They sell like crazy. They sell, and these guys are in the market to sell an airplane. So, that's kind of what they're doing. Paul Bauer says, what we really need is another P-51. I agree, man. We need a big P-51. We need one that is like good to go. Like that is ready, and that's well equipped. That's what I think. Let's see. True, Paul. Paul Ballard says the Horizon. Okay, what do we got right here? Am I losing some spots here? Let's see here. Crash Test Dummies, Gooniac Stacks. Let's see. Let's RC. What's going on? Let's see. Michael Ross says it's like Oprah. You get a wrench and you get a wrench and you get. Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. Isn't that funny? Some people, man, I had a guy, he felt pretty, he was like, I didn't get a wrench. And I'm like, well, we're trying to, get those out. I was like, no offense, we don't mean any harm by it. It's so funny. Let's see. Jeff's Custom RC said, Bobby, did you see my buddy Wayne with the DLE, the 222 DLE 4-cylinder 20 horsepower motor on channel? He's building a 50% Mustang. Jeff, I have not seen that airplane. That is a monster of an airplane, and I know it sounds amazing. I bet that thing sounds so good. Paul Ballard said, Jetman, I agree on the 30. The Jetman say, let me see. Jetman says, I can't believe Horizon Hobby pulled the plug on the SU-30. They pulled the plug on it, man. I will say this about that SU-30. That SU-30 was a good flyer, but it was heavy on taking off on grass. Everybody was saying, man, you need to do the 2-battery mod to make it fly better. I think Jeff's Customs, you said something about that, right? What do you think about that? But they discontinued the airplane, but they're just coming out with who's the other company that's going to pick up where they left off? I can't remember the name on them, but they're going to do it too. Paul Ballard said, that's the Chinese non-toxic glue. Snow River said, GB's girl is about to drop a baby. Is that right? I didn't know that. Is that where GB's at? Ken Sprouse said, GB is about to become a dad any day now. Man, dude, I'm a dad by 2 of them, dude. It's a game changer. I will tell you that. It's different, to say the least. Let's see. GB went to the doctor for paternity test. That's so funny. That's interesting. I hope not. That's funny though. GB. I hope he has like quadruplets. You know what I mean? If you're gonna have them, have quadruplets. Might as well get them out the way. Snow River says, I've been flying my albatross on grass all week. Super fun, dude. You're right, Snow River. It's an awesome flying airplane. You just can't go wrong with it. Paul Ballard said, that was sarcasm, Bobby. Come on. I know, man. Sometimes I'm sarcastic, sometimes I'm not. It is what it is. Jessica said, Bobby, check out the 50% Mustang my friend has built. I'm going to check it out, dude. You got a link to that? You should drop that link in there. By the way, don't forget to check out Jeff's Customs did a really good job on the Tundra, the Night Tundra prom that just dropped by Hobby King. Make sure you guys pull that one up, man. Take a look at it, Wings, 18-inch wings. Plane so big you can sit in it. I mean, is too big, right? Is there such a thing? Let's see. I brought the FMS P51 1700 millimeter, but still in the box. Hey, Richard, man, that's cool, dude. That's a cool airplane. Hey, nothing wrong with keeping an airplane in the box until you're ready to get that thing skyworthy, There's nothing wrong with that. You take your time with it. No need in tearing up a nice airplane, right? To be honest with you, I had to kind of build up to fly the B2. And as soon as I got the B2 in the air, I was like, oh, well, it's perfectly fine. No crazy stuff. Micah, let's see, said, I think we need the B2 version 2. Mike, I think you're right. I mean, honestly, here's for debate. What do you guys think? Should they make the airplane standard and then they make an add-on version where they come with the stuff that I was showing you guys that I got for it, like the larger wheels? Like, I went out and bought these wheels, right? I bought these wheels there. I bought these. These are for the T45, and they're direct, fit on. I'm throwing the little 4-quad scale wheel thing, away because it looks cool. It's not functional. It creates tons of drag. And I'm swapping out that nose wheel for these bigger wheels right here. These are 50 millimeters, much bigger. Man, that light's really making it difficult to see. Yeah, there it is. So you can see it right there. And, I'm going to tell you guys, all this stuff right here, that was $70 in those little parts right there, right? You really, in a perfect world, we shouldn't have to spend $70 on making something airworthy, right? We really shouldn't. But unfortunately, that's not what we have. And like I said earlier, we like to tinker with stuff. I mean, how many of us buy airplanes, we turn around and paint them? It's not necessary, but we do it. That's not necessary, but honestly, it is necessary for flying off of grass. There's just no way around it. I literally struggled to get that thing off the ground. And I'll show you guys the video, man. We're just legit with it. And we're honest. And, I don't think that being honest with this airplane is going to hurt Motion RC sales. It shouldn't. It just tells people that are going to buy the airplane or going to buy the airplane and they're flying off of heavy grass, don't do it because it's not going to benefit you. And you're going to be upset. And you're going to be thinking that you got stuck with an airplane that you don't like. So Me and Jeff spent the money already, and we got it right there. You heard from us. You can watch another video on YouTube and see a guy struggling like crazy, and he's like, now what? But I was just trying stuff. I said, you know what? I'm gonna take two of the wheels off, keep them in a line, and reduce some of that drag. And guess what? She popped right on back up, man. So that was pretty cool. It does look good there, Hamilton. And if you're flying off of a hard surface, man, you don't have any problems at all. B1 for the twin. I would love a B1. Manufacturers, if you're paying attention, Hobby King, Horizon Hobby. If you want to be cool and you want to curb the B2, go get the B1 and make it, right? I'm with you, Jeff. I'm with you. If you do that and don't play around and make the thing 80 millimeter, that's going to be awesome. But I know they're not going to make it 80 millimeter, because the price point's crazy. But I'm with you, man. How many of you guys would run out and get the B1? I know I would. I was on the fence about this B2 too because I really wanted to do my homework to make sure that this airplane would get off the grass, because nothing is worse than spending almost $1,000, that thing right there, and having an airplane that you can't fly, dude. That'll make you furious. That'll make you crazy. I don't know about you guys, but that makes me upset. So David Hogue says, I got a 70 millimeter FMS Avanti given to me. Well, you know what, man? You're a lucky dude. And honestly, I got that airplane right there in a trade. So I'm excited about flying that 70 millimeter. I've been wanting that thing for a while. That's the FMS. I was thinking about putting something a little bit more powerful in there, right? Like a 70 millimeter X-Fly. We'll get that one a lot of giddy up, I believe. But yeah, man, I know you guys would buy. Yeah, I would buy the B1. Like, dude, that would be awesome. Paul Ballard said, Bobby, those gear are awful, dude. It's going to look goofy. It's going to look goofy and it's going to look fine when it's up in the air, because guess what? Once they retract, you're not going to know. And I could care less, to be honest with you. I've got airplanes that are ugly, straight up ugly, you know? And once they're up in the air, they look like everything else. I don't care, you know? And the thing is I'm not buying the airplane. I'm buying it for me, so I can enjoy it. But, you know, if it looks goofy, Paul, I will absolutely tell you. I'm like, yeah, man, that thing looks like some Mickey Mouse type stuff. I mean, it is what it is. I don't care. I don't care. I mean, think about it. You've already dumped $700 into an airplane. I mean, if you wanted to fly right, you might as well get it right, But I'm with you. It might look a little different, a little different. A Harrier would be actually pretty cool. I saw somewhere, and I know it's not one of the typical producers of foam airplanes, but they're making one of those Navy airplanes that looks weird, that has the massive air intake in the front. It's kind of really tubular. I can't remember the model of that thing, and it has swept wings. Looks really weird, but I saw that they were making one of those, and that's a weird one. It's not much of a looker, but Richard Mule says, first thing I do is change the wheels on all those E-Flight planes. Can't stand the noise. I can't stand the noise either. I have a E-Flight Cherokee. Man, that thing makes some weird noises. It's so squeaky. And at full throttle, you hear the vibration, and you think something's wrong with the plane because the thing is making so much noise. But, it is what it is. Jeff says that B2 just doesn't do it for me, man. And I'll be honest with you. It's not, I mean, it looks good in the air, but it's a flying wing, what are you going to do? It's just a flying wing. It's a Dorito in the sky that's painted black. And I like Doritos. I actually like the nacho Doritos. They're pretty good. But you can't talk to people up close in the face. Nothing wrong with being different. That's right, man. Thank you, Hamilton. I appreciate it. God knows I am. Well, Bill, you're right. It's the A7. That's the airplane. A7 looks so weird, man. But it's I don't know much of that airplane. I don't know a lot of it. Jeff says, put carbon powder in the wheel axles. By the way, guys, Jeff, you said something about this. So, guys, I got the 8S F4, right? One of you guys told me last week to do the elevator mod on it, and I don't know what that elevator mod is. So if you guys could school me on that and get me caught up to speed what was going on with that thing before I fly that, because if you could save me from catastrophic failure of some type, that would be awesome. So I assume that something's going on with that elevator. I looked at it. It felt good. I put it on there very tight. It felt snug. But I don't know. Well, Bill says yes. It's the A7 Corsair. Is that what that is? Is that airplane? A7 Corsair. How about that? Let me look. Let me look. A7 Corsair. I believe that's it, man. What a weird looking airplane. That's a weird looking airplane, man. But I bet it flies really good. I don't know. Have you guys ever seen the A7 Corsair? Here, we'll take a look at it. We'll share the screen real quick. Why not? All right. Boom. There you go. That's the A7 Corsair right there. That would be a really good airplane. I've got the A4E. That's a good flyer. That looks like a pretty neat airplane, I think. It's got some different looks to it. I don't think that would be a bad one. And again, that's another airplane that it's not overdone. That's a really cool looking one. I wonder how that works out. Very, very interesting. So we're going to take a look at that. We're going to see what we got right there. Jeez, let's see what we got. We'll go in there and we'll take that bad boy off, and we should be good. Here, we're going to hide that, and we should be okay. Let's see here. Yeah, we got everything we need. I'm going to stop that screen, and we're clear. I appreciate that, man. He said fill them with foam. Sponge foam works great. No more noise. Just says you better put a high-tech servo in the stab along with the 256 rod. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder. You're talking about that high-tech. You're talking like the metal gear. So the servo is trash. Oh, that's not good. Snow Valley says I put tricycle gear on my Saint Havoc. Scale police want me dead or alive. That's interesting. Michael says better servo and stronger control rod. Okay, cool. I appreciate you guys telling me that because that's some important information, man. You know, I don't want to have a failure like that. Full flying stab kills the servo. Interesting. So what are they? So you just go with the Metal Gear, with the 256 rod, and you should be good to go, right? Let's see. Michael Rosca says now that gear would be hell on grass, even if it is strong. Full flying stab kills it. I need to. So that's the weak spot. Okay, dude, I really appreciate that, you guys. I really do. And let's take a look here. Let's see. We covered a lot of stuff, man. We talked about the B2 and its grass ops, not so much. Talked about the hardest colors to see in the air. We didn't talk about pre-order problems, man. Here's the thing. Let's talk about it real quick. Should these guys even be pre-ordering airplanes when they're going out of like supply and it's been taking forever? I mean, they should do like Motion RC did, man. Just go ahead and have them in stock and then release them, man. Don't hold it off like that, you know? What do y'all think? Let's see here. What do you guys think about that? Let's see here. Yep, he said that's the weak thing. Richard Mueller says, I just bought the Debro skylight wheels and drill out the hubs for the correct tolerances. No noise. Yeah, that's true. I did the same thing. Let's see. Now that gear will be hell on grass, even if it's strong. Oh, yeah, the A7. Yeah, I think you're right. It'd be kind of neat to see that, though. He says, I've seen 3 go in a mod. Jeez, man, Jeff, that doesn't make me feel good, man. I need to know about that, right? I've seen 3 go without the mod. Yeah, we need to talk about that. I may be getting up with you in reference to trying to get some help with that, man. I appreciate the heads up. Let's see. He says, I don't mind pre-order from Horizon Hobby because they don't charge until it's shipped. Yeah, that's true. That does make it feel a little bit better. But I mean, we've been waiting for what, that F-14 for some time now, right? When's that little guy gonna drop? E-Flight F-14 is the reason enough for no pre-orders. Yeah, they pushed that date back so far. It's been kind of sporty, man, how long those guys been pushing that thing back. It just makes you wonder, you know? I get impatient too. He said pre-order stink. Jeff's Custom says, call me. I've done 3. Yeah, I absolutely will call you. I'm serious. It seems like you got that thing down pat. But guys, by the way, look, man, it's we've been running for over an hour here, guys. I think it's time for us to shut it down. What do y'all think? We'll be back up here next Thursday with Jeff. And we'll be having a good old time. Hopefully, we can get them wrangled in and get caught up on that. We're gonna have some new reviews coming out. Check out tomorrow. We've got some new videos coming out. We're definitely gonna have the B2 video coming out along with some other ones. So guys, stay tuned. We got the new T-28 from Horizon Hobby coming out. That's a good airplane. Don't overlook that airplane. It's clearly it's a great flying airplane. But we're definitely going to put that in the air, and we're going to go back and we're going to take a look at this thing and see what we can do if we can't make it a little bit more grass worthy. I know it's going to be a little ugly looking after we're done, but so be it. It is what it is. But guys, just want to tell you guys thanks for tuning into the channel tonight. I say we crank this bad boy down, man. I certainly appreciate everything that you got, guys. So don't forget to check us out next week. Be bright and early on Thursdays. Guys, don't forget to take care of yourself. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button on your way out of the building. And again, tune in to us. And thanks again for supporting the channel. Thanks for hanging out with us. And don't forget to go out there and support the other guys in here. We've got Gray Scott, Michael Ross, Med Scott, Snow River, Wild Bill, Jeff's Customs. We got Hamilton's Hangar in the house, man. Don't forget to pay those guys some, some head nods and, go on their channels, check them out. We certainly appreciate everything you guys have done. I hope you guys have a good night. I'm going to punch out and go get me some rest. Y'all take care. Thank you again. Nice.